Much to unpack as part of this crisis. Volodymyr Zelensky again not holding back, asking for support. He again getting ready to address Congress tomorrow. But tonight, Ethan is here with a returning Dr. Gerry Gendlin, foreign affairs expert from Edinburgh University. Ethan.
Professor, we spoke at 5:30. You did with our Mike Ruzzi, and you said there might be a glimmer of hope, and then we ran out of time. So let's start there. Where's the glimmer of hope as peace talks continue?
Yeah, it's a very, very small glimmer of hope, but we did hear President Zelensky say that he recognized Ukraine would never join NATO, that was off the table, and that is one of Putin's requirements, that Ukraine not join NATO. So this appears, at least from this distance, to be a step in the direction of making some kind of agreement with Russia. I don't know if Putin will accept it. I don't know if this will go any further, but it appears to be some kind of step in that direction.
Let's go to the map now. How does Ukraine look when and if this ends with peace talks with Russia?
Yeah, I do think at some point Ukraine will stay independent. I don't think Vladimir Putin wants to swallow it into Russia, but I don't think that Putin's Russia is ever going to give back the Donetsk and Kharkiv-Luhansk area, this area right here. And the Russian troops have moved into this area to make sure that they have a land corridor from Russia all the way to Crimea, which they occupy, and I don't think they're going to give that back either.
And enough pro-Russian separatists there to probably hold those regions.
Perhaps, and perhaps even with troops.
And Professor, let's talk on the international scene. How big of a failure is this? How big of an embarrassment is this to hit week 3 and Putin still hasn't taken Ukraine?
You know, if people weren't dying, it would be funny just how bad the Russian military has performed. They've performed poorly on every single level: strategy, tactics, supply, maintenance of equipment, discipline of the troops, training. They had no plan B. They've run out of supplies. They've run out of equipment. They were suffering at the beginning of the war something like 400 casualties per day. They had no backup plan. If people weren't dying, it would be laughable. But that's probably one reason that they've begun targeting more civilian population centers, is because what they originally planned wasn't working.
Professor Gerry Gendlin of Edinburgh University. We'll have more with him coming up at 6, but Eva, more news to get to on the local front.